So they just newly incorporate AI into their platform. As you can see, it was formerly 98. I actually gave it to my community when it was 98, but I said let me just share this to you because most times we are deep in penny stock in my community because penny stock give us huge return faster. But I think for you, you need a safe one because I might not be there to tell you when to sell or when to hold. But for these, you can actually see your money going up. On Friday, it was up 3%. So you can actually decide to know whether you want to take your profit or not because it's going up slowly, even though it will be fast this period. So that is Alibaba for you. And so far, if we look at the year range, so Alibaba has done 117 so far, so we might be seeing some good returns this period, and this will actually serve as a huge opportunity. So if you look at the earnings so far, that's why the fact that the earnings per share actually dipped 87%. We see revenue up, we see operating expenses, and we see net income up also, and the net profit margin 50%. So this also gives us some sign that something nice is happening in the company. So if you want to look at the chart, if you want to look at, okay, let's come to this. Okay, if you want to look at the chart, you see that the all-time high for this particular company was, let's look at it here. The all-time high was actually 320. So that's 320. So if it goes back to a former all-time high, which is 320, that will give us 3x, guys. And now we are at the region where it's trying to break support here. So it's trying to break support here, and don't forget I'm looking at the monthly chart. So if you want to go into this stock, you want to ensure that you are looking at long time. So you don't want to go in now and you want it to, as you want to cash out tomorrow. There are stocks for that. So this is just a simple one. As you can see, the chart is clean and simple for you to know what is going on. So go in here, and we expect this breakout to be very, very strong. And once there's a breakout, you can decide to go when it gets to $200. You can decide to say, okay, let me take some profit when it gets to this area. You can decide to take some profits, and that will be a good one for you. You take some profit here, and also you continue to ride, or you take maybe 2x and leave the remaining one to ride. So this is the way I plan to play this game. If I'll be buying, this is the way I'm going to play it, and I think it's going to be nice. So I'm bringing it to you because it's currently at the support region. It will be a good time for you to load your bag. So this stock is unique, and I don't want you to miss out in this stock. That is why I'm bringing it to you. Already I've shown you some of the chart here, and also when they released DeepSeek, they also had their own. They say AI showdown. Alibaba claims its new model beat DeepSeek. Can you imagine? They have a new model. This is just a week ago, just like I told you guys. So it's something you want to pay attention to because they are not leaving any stone unturned. They also are going into the AI space, and if you see from the chart, you know that the company is actually waking up, and you see this upward movement is supported by volume, and the stochastic RSI is showing us a cross on the weekly chart. On the monthly chart, I beg your pardon. And if we go to the weekly chart, you see the weekly chart, we are actually up on the weekly chart based on the stochastic RSI. And if we look at our chart, we see we face resistance. That's first resistance, second, third, fourth, a pullback, and this fifth one hopefully is going to break through. And once it breaks through, we're going to have our 100% return. So this is another one we want to pay attention to. So guys, this is something you want to look out for, and this is exactly where I want everybody, those of you that are in my community also, you know, I always talk about this. I always want you to buy at support. I always want you to buy at support, which is always a good one, so that you can earn good price appreciation, not to go and buy at the top. Imagine those that bought here, they have to hold for how many years? Imagine. So this is the right time to go into Alibaba. So before I want you to talk about here is Pinterest. So I want you to see how much you can make from Pinterest. So Pinterest actually jumped when I saw it. I saw it when it was 31, but before I could do this video, it has jumped. So I didn't even give it to my community because we do big stocks there. Sorry, we do penny stocks there, so I didn't actually give them that. But as you can see, if we look at the monthly chart, you actually see what Pinterest is doing. The stochastic RSI is telling us a buy, the candle here is telling us a buy, and the volume here is telling us a buy. So I don't want us to ignore these key areas. So you can see here, you see here is where we want to buy. So that's why the fact that that jump will actually discourage you, because something you saw 31 is now 40. But I think if you can go in at 40, and if it comes back to 31, you average down, and while you watch your investment grow, I think this resistance up here is going to be broken. I expect it to be broken. Let's pick this horizontal here, and let's place it here. So I expect it to be broken. I expect the resistance here to be broken. So if that happens, I think our next move will be in this region, which is 80. So if it is 80 and you're entering now, that is 100%. That's 100%. So that is what I just want to share with you guys. And if we are looking at Google Finance to see how this particular company is actually doing based on fundamentals. So we see after hours it dipped 39. So I think we can get it cheaper. But I think Pinterest is one that has come to stay. So Pinterest shares surge as revenue outlook beat expectation. So they beat their earnings. So that's why we are getting this jump. So it's either you wait for a cool off and you go in, or you go in and you buy any dip. So you can see everything is unique here. Imagine the revenue grew 17.71%. And also the operating expenses up 14.23%, and the net income jumped up to 353%, and the net profit margin was 286, and the earnings per share actually grew by 42%, that is 40 cents, and the EBITDA jumped up 35,000%. So that's massive, and that's enough reason for the company shares to actually shoot up. And if you look at the cash and short-term investment, it's up 4%, total asset up 5%, total liability also increased 19%, and the cash flow also is still intact. Cash flow for financing down 595%. Net change in cash is negative 2,000%, and the net income is up 353, just like we saw, and the cash flow from operation is this. So this is a complete breakdown of the Pinterest shares. So you can add it to your watch list so that you can watch how the progress goes. So at the end of the day, if you follow my video, you'd have some good stocks on your watch list, and as the market opens, you can actually see how they are doing and see which one you're missing and which one you're not missing. So if we look at the VIS right now, the VIS is one tool that actually track the volatility in the market. So when the VIS is going up, it means the market is going down, and when the VIS is going down, it means the market is going up. So right now the VIS is going up, gain 1%, so that shows the market we had a little bit of decline. So let's just see, for those of us who are new, let's just read it so that you understand what I'm saying. So VIX is a ticker symbol, the popular name for Chicago Board Option Exchange, CBOE Volatility Index, a popular measure of the stock market expectation of volatility based on S&P 500 index options. It is calculated and disseminated on a real-time basis by the CBOE, and it is often referred to as the fear index or fear gauge. The VIX traces its origin to the financial economy. So all these stories is just to tell you what I told you. It tracks that. So you can come and read it on your own. I don't want you to just to get bored. Investing is boring already, so I don't want to add more should I call it boringness into the system. So we've looked at Pinterest. So these are the two stocks I gave you guys. I gave you guys Pinterest, and I gave you guys Alibaba. So these two, Pinterest, of course, is a social media. Even though if you don't use Pinterest, Pinterest is where designers, creators, they all go for inspiration to get ideas. So these are places that a lot of people go and they run ad. In fact, there are a lot of things you can set things on Pinterest, and it's very, very unique. It's very, very unique, even though it's not popular like on Facebook in our climes here. But in the other parts, there are a lot of people that are interested in Pinterest, and they are making good returns in Pinterest. So that is it for you, and this is the information I want you to get. So if you look at the chart very well, and if you go to daily for the Pinterest, you see this is the jump. The jump was huge. I know it's because of the result, so you can wait for a pullback before you go in, but I think it's also a stock that is going to deliver a long time. So this is daily charts. You can see the movement, and we're expecting a breakout from here. So that will give us a good returns based on our investment. Guys, this with these two stocks, I think we are good to go, and you're able to make some returns, like I said. So Alibaba Group Holdings is another one. So you can see on the daily, you see it properly. So we are up, and this is a good time to go in. So check out the two, and in case you don't have a trading account, you can check the description and ensure you open your Bamboo account or your Trove or your Chaka, and let's continue to make money together.